Don't just be another foreigner, be a local Laowai. In case you missed our last 4 episodes on cars and driving, check out this handy review. If you want to drive legally, you're going to need to get a Chinese driver's license. If you already have a driver's license from your home country, all the authorities will have to do is essentially convert it into a Chinese driver's license. So there are 2 main steps for getting your driver's license: registering for the test and taking the test. Now, if you live in a major city like Beijing or Shanghai, you'll be able to take the test in English. In order to pass, you'll need to get at least 90 out of 100 multiple choice questions correct. Sound difficult, doesn't it? But don't worry too much. If you don't quite make it the first time, you'll have a second chance available at no extra cost. And all you'll need to know will be in a test preparation booklet that they give you at registration. If the testing center is unable to provide you with an English language version of the test, you will be allowed to take a translator in with you. And the translators usually charge around 100 to 200 renminbi for their services. Much like back home, there are 2 main ways you can go about buying a car: new and used. Simply go to an authorized dealer like this one for new and second-hand cars. If you're looking for something a little more within budget, you can always look for cars in the classified ads in the local newspaper, or simply go directly to a used car market. Pretty much all Western models will be at the higher end of the price bracket. The price differential between China and what you'd expect to pay back home actually won't be that big, thanks to heavy import duties on foreign cars. Now, buying a car won't be cheap in any country. In China, however, both car dealerships and private sellers will both usually want a 40% down payment on the car, and that's in cash. If you can't come up with all that cash, you could take out a loan from a financial institution like a bank. In order to do that, you have to show proof of your credit history and be able to show your residence permit as well as your work visa. Make sure to hang on to the invoice for your purchase. Also, you need to get motor vehicle insurance and third-party insurance for your car. Without these 2, your car cannot be driven legally. You can buy the insurance through the local branch of the People's Insurance Company of China. Also, keep in mind that some cars do not come with license plates, so you might have to purchase one. Be careful what number you choose, however. Many Chinese consider the numbers 6 and 8 very auspicious, and therefore very expensive. When it comes to renting, you mainly have 2 options. You can rent a car to drive by yourself, or you can rent a car with a hired driver. Hiring a car with a registered driver is a great way to avoid deposit fees and paperwork. You can, literally, just sit back, relax, and arrive at your destination. You'll be able to hire a car with a driver through many car rental companies. Now, the fee for both the driver and the car for the day is included in one price, and you'll usually be asked to pay up front. In order to rent a car in China, you need 3 things: your passport,
check,
your residence permit,
check,
and your Chinese driver's license. Unfortunately for Paul here, an international or overseas license just won't cut it. And there are a few more things you should be aware of when renting a car. First, know your credit limit. Some rental car companies only accept payment by credit card, and you'll want to make sure your credit can take the hit of the deposit. 2, many companies will require at least a few hours to a day advance notice. And 3, you'll get your deposit back, probably not the rental fee. In Beijing and many other large cities, there are actually way more cars in the area than the roads can actually handle. So in order to restrict the amount of people on the road, there have been rules enacted that are based on the last number of your license plate. If it's not your day to drive, you could risk getting a fine if you're on the road. You'll see maps like that one shows the traffic situation for surrounding streets. If it's green, you're good to go. Yellow, and it's getting a little bad. And the red streets, you should avoid like the plague. There are many more important signs that you'll need to be able to recognize on the road. One of the most crucial is this one right here, which shows you where to park. The no parking sign is a little less obvious, as it uses a Chinese character, 停, or to park, with a red line crossing over it. Some other signs include this one for no car horns, and numbered signs that indicate speed limits, like this. Oh, and keep in mind, speed limits are listed in kilometers, not miles per hour. That's it for this review on driving in China. Remember to check out our website for full videos of each of these episodes, and if you have any specific questions, comments, or concerns, shoot me an email at locallaowai@bon.tv. I'm Donnie Newman. We'll see you next time on Local Laowai.